Hello, my internet friends. My name is Katie OB10. For this upcoming season of Dance with the Stars, I am very excited to announce that I will be making future videos on a MacBook Pro. This is something I've been wanting to have in my life for the longest time, especially when I started making these videos 2 years ago. I've been geeking out the past couple of months since I had purchased it. Moving on from that, I hope you all had a fantastic summer. I know I did. I got to head to Florida to spend some time with my family and my boyfriend. The entire family, we all went to Universal Studios for a weekend of fun. My main goal was to get a wand at Harry Potter World, and that is what I accomplished. Guess what, guys? I'm getting married! My uncle had told me and my fiance to go on ahead and do whatever we wanted to do, so we went to Ollivander's and then decided to go on the train to see what was on the other side of the park. So we were waiting for the Hogwarts Express. I was trying to get the perfect picture of my wand for my friends at home to see. Just as I had the perfect angle for the shot, he puts the ring on my wand. I was completely speechless when he did that. I didn't even get the picture. But of course, I said yes. Right now, I'm just enjoying the engagement and worried about planning a wedding later. But let's move on to why you all clicked on this video. We're here to talk about the upcoming cast for Dancing with the Stars' 25th season. You know, it's still unbelievable that we are about to enter season 25. It seems like just yesterday, Marie Osmond fainted while the judges were critiquing her. You know what? I know you guys hate it when I stall, so let's just get right into it. The cast of Dance with the Stars season 25 are as follows. Former Paralympian swimmer Victoria Arlen has been paired with Val Schmerkowski. WWE star Nikki Bella is putting on her dancing shoes thanks to Artem Chikvintsev. Shark Tank star Barbara... I'm not even going to try to pronounce her name, so I'll just put it on the screen for y'all. Anyway, she's going to be paired with Kyo Motsepe this season. Former NBA player Derek Fisher is paired with the redhead beauty known as Sharna Burgess. Actor Jordan Fisher is competing with last season's runner-up Lindsay Arnold. Singer Debbie Gibson will be paired with former troupe member and eye candy Alan Burston. Actor Frankie Muniz probably won't last with Whitney Carson, not with the way her dancing has been recently, but I'm getting way ahead of myself here. 98 Degrees member Nick Lachey is paired with the new Mrs. Schmerkowski, Peter Murgatroyd. TV personality and Nick Lachey's wife Vanessa is going to be swinging her hips around with Peter's husband, and that's really weird to say now, Max Schmerkowski. Former NFL wide receiver Terrell Owens is paired with Cheryl Burke. Actress Sasha I'm pretty sure I'm going to butcher her name too, so here it comes on the screen for y'all. And she'll be competing with two-time father Gleb Sevchenko. Property Brothers star Drew Scott has been paired with Emma Slater, the royal beauty who finally got the mirror ball she truly deserved last season. Don't you fucking dare fight me on that one. And finally, violinist Lindsey Sterling is competing with the classic fan favorite who is also a newlywed, Mark Ballas. I just want to say something really quick about this new cast. It's not the worst I have seen, nor is it the best. It kind of gives me the season 19 vibes. As my good friend Gabe once said during his season 19 cast reveal, they are all stars in their own rights. My feelings are kind of iffy about most, if not all, of the cast being leaked. I mean, this is a landmark season. We have made it to season 25. I didn't even think we would get this far. If ABC wanted to make the season more legendary, they would have tried a bit harder with some of their casting choices. And try not to have most of the cast fucking leaked. That's all I'm trying to say. On the bright side, there's no politicians. None at all. Let's just enjoy this momentous occasion. This may never happen again. Victoria's story is unlike anything we have ever seen in the history of Dance with the Stars. I'm not sure how to correctly pronounce her diagnosis, but to basically sum it up for everybody, she was in a vegetative state for 4 years. It also kind of makes me curious on how she'll do on the dance floor, considering she just learned how to walk again last year. Now, normally, I don't give a flying fuck about Val's partners, but I'm actually interested to see how far she goes. How old is Victoria? Like 22 years old? Almost 23? Honestly, the promo pictures kind of make her a bit more older, like a little more like middle-aged, and it's kind of sad, really. I want to see her true beauty. Like, you know what I mean? Natural, all natural, and like maybe a lighter shade. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. I'm sure she's a lovely, lovely girl. Anywho, where were we? Oh, right. At this point in my life, I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that I'm never gonna get a season where there's no Val Shmerkowski in the picture. Last season was just way too much for me. I felt physically exhausted just to put up with him and Normani being pimped to the extreme. Perhaps Victoria will be a whole new light for him, but then again, I want them judged fairly. No manipulation, no pimping. Just let this new pair be who they are destined to be this season. Other than being one of the biggest acts in WWE with her sister Brie, Nikki Bella is also known for being engaged to one of the most famous men in the wrestling industry.
And his name is John Cena!
I had to do that, and I have no regrets. Nikki has had quite a year from her neck surgery to her comeback at WrestleMania. She is a brunette bombshell that can kick your ass with a Bella Buster. She and Brie even have their own reality show on the E! Network. You know, the home channel of the Kardashians. My only goal for her in this competition is to be an unstoppable force. You got this, Nikki. I believe in you. And not only is Arden back for his 6th season, he's competing with a new hairstyle. I'm finally getting used to it. With him almost getting close to the semifinals with Nancy Kerrigan last season, I think this will be the season where he finally gets more of an opportunity to showcase his skills. Now, if Nikki and Arden don't make it to the semifinals, or even the finals, I think John Cena is going to be pissed. Now, I know what everyone in the demographic is going to say. Oh, poor Keo. He's never going to have anyone younger to dance with. However, I think Barbara could possibly fool us all. I mean, she looks younger than what her age tells. She is a smart, savvy, sassy businesswoman. I would like to believe that she has a trick or two up her sleeve to help her and Keo last longer in this competition. Keo is back for his 6th season, and he looks better than ever. I wouldn't mind dancing with him if I was a celebrity. It still makes me sad, though, when people give him shit on his choreography. He really is trying. He just needs a partner like Jodie Sweetin to make it work. This pair reminds me of wine. The older it gets, the more sweeter it is. At least I think that's the saying. Just roll with it, okay? I have no problems with Barbara participating on the show, and I hope she does well. Knock 'em dead, y'all. My resources have told me that Derek is basically trying to do the Ryan Lochte way of redeeming his career, and by that I mean he recently got arrested for a DUI. He's basically coached the Knicks, and he's played for the LA Lakers for the majority of his NBA career. I'm sure he's no harm to this cast. Whatever his choices are for participating in Dance with the Stars, I wish him all the best. Shauna is the leading lady for Derek this season. She's had her good partners and her bad ones in the 10 seasons that she's been on the show. While we don't know how Derek will be until premiere night, we can only hope she has a good outcome this time around. I would love to see Shauna win a mirror ball for once, but I don't know if this is her season. It's a tough race out there, and it's anyone's game. I have never heard of Jordan Fisher in my entire life until this month. I had to Google him, and I groaned when I read his credentials. He's basically a Disney kid. Basically known for the Teen Beach movies. I hate that franchise. Okay, Disney stars are really tricky with the demographic. They could be stellar like Corbin Bleu, they could struggle with votes like Chelsea Kane, or they could fail miserably like Jake T. Austin. Why would you go for someone that no one has even heard of? I would have went with one of the Sprouse twins for fuck's sake. I mean, Cole is doing fantastic in Riverdale. They should have gotten him! But teaching Jordan to the best of her ability is Lindsay. She just keeps improving her game every season she's been back as a pro. Will this season be different? Of course, we don't know the answer to that until premiere night. Mainly, I'm just concerned about Jordan being a forgotten member of the cast like Rushan Fagan in season 14. With Lindsay at his side though, things could be interesting. Before putting this video out, I was told by my team that Debbie is not the one who sings I Think We're Alone Now. Guys, are you sure? Oh, I see.
God damn it, Ross!
Back in the late 80s, there were 2 teen pop stars. One was Tiffany, and the other was Debbie Gibson. They were basically like teenage pop stars that just sang in shopping malls, I guess. At least that's what my mom said. If I could also recall what my mom said, all the radio outlets were trying to make them seem like enemies, but really they were just platonic with one another, just basically trying to have their own careers and being successful and shit. It's quite interesting to put Debbie in this season's cast. I think she's branching out to a whole new demographic if that's one of the reasons she is signing up for this show. You have no idea how hard I've been trying to get that line correctly, guys. Tongue twisters today! Yay! Okay, where were we? Shit. I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, right. I hope she could do more than what her and Tiffany did back in the day. That's all anyone can really ask for. Alan Burston is finally a pro! I love Alan very much, and I always wanted him to have a shot at the pros, but it's also bittersweet to demote Sasha back to the troupe. Again. I'm really angry about it still. Really. Ugh, it really broke my heart. But let's all be fair to Alan and give him a chance as a pro. He's been a sub for way too long, and I would love to see him take his own spin on how to get a celebrity far into this competition. Let's just do this real quick before we talk about Frankie.
You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so big.
Yes, he's also known as the lead actor from Agent Cody Banks, but I prefer refreshing everyone's minds with Malcolm in the Middle. Are we all good now? Are we satisfied? Well, hang on. I also want to make a note that if he doesn't dance to the Malcolm in the Middle theme song at any point during his time on Dance with the Stars, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, now let's discuss this pairing. The last time I saw Frankie Muniz in anything, it was in 2006 for the film Stay Alive. The poor guy has had like 2 strokes in recent years, and he's only 31. I feel bad. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Frankie. I think Frankie is a unique choice for this season. But I don't think Whitney is qualified to be his teacher. She basically has not been completely focused on giving her all with all of her recent partners. What's the point of even having Whitney on the show if she's not gonna commit 150%? I mean, come on! You gotta at least fucking try! Just try, Whitney. Judging by the GMA review, I think she's basically invested in trying to do her damnedest with Frankie. Just pray for this pair, y'all. I think they're gonna need it. Nick Lachey is the kind of person you really love from 98 Degrees, or you love to fucking hate him. My likability with Nick has had its ups and downs. He kind of fell off the radar for me when he did the sing-off and he married for a second time, which kudos to him for making this marriage last. Honestly, I didn't like the vibe of him with Jessica Simpson. It just seemed like she's old news and she's not relevant in today's industry. Well, neither is Nick, to the best of my knowledge. All I gotta say is thank God they didn't give him to Cheryl. And returning to the ballroom while certain people bitch about her not being at home with her son more often is Peter Murgatroyd Schmirkovsky. Jesus Christ, that was a mouthful. Say what you want about her decision to return to the show again. I think anyone has much of a right to be on this show as much as the next person, and I applaud her in whatever choices she makes for herself. She is her own person. I find it amusing that she was paired with a Nick last season, and now her new partner is named Nick. Peta is fantastic at what she does, and seeing her with him is going to be another dream come true for 90s fangirls. Nick, good luck with this season. You're really going to need it. But the next time someone asks you if you want to do any sort of reality show, take this advice.
Stay out of it, Nick Lachey.
I don't know Vanessa, so I can't say much on her. I just know that she's married to Nick. You know, really, I can't believe we're doing the married couple scenario again. Look at the Pin of Vegas. Remember the time one of them had to be sent home while the other advanced in the competition? Is that what we want again? Sure, let's have the producers do whatever the hell they want. As previously mentioned, Max recently married Peta in July. 2017 is shaping up to be a good year for this new family. I want to believe he could do the best job with Vanessa, but I can't help shake this feeling that I'm probably going to be let down by him. I mean, last fall, I mean, last fall, I think he was doing his best with Amber Rose, but at the same time, he was trying to get himself kicked off so he could focus more on Peta's pregnancy. And then we all know how it went down last season with Heather. I'm hoping Max is able to be determined and focused with Vanessa, and I wish them the best of luck during this journey. Now, I'm no expert with sports, that's a given, but Terrell seems like he could be a reener with Cheryl at the Reign. But then again, Cheryl's recent partners have been a letdown. She's a great choreographer, but like many OG pros before her, she's not given much of a fair shot to some extent. I mean, it's basically rare, when pros before Derek and Mark's time come back to compete on the show. Most of us who have been with the show from the very beginning are really excited about it, while the newer viewers are just like, oh, get rid of them. We want to see the new blood. I'm basically Switzerland in this situation. I want to see the best of both worlds. But I never want to see Louis Van Amstel on the show ever again, or him run his ignorant mouth on shit he's not used to on Twitter. That's basically another story for another time. Anyway, good luck to Terrell and Cheryl. Ha! We're going Dr. Seuss on this shit. Oh boy! Another cast member from that show I fucking despise. Now that Pretty Little Liars is done and over with, I think Dancing with the Stars is definitely something Sasha can use to her credentials when looking for future work. I'm sure she's a sweet kid, but I'll come to know her better once we get to the premiere. Returning to the ballroom after welcoming his second daughter is the always gorgeous Gleb Shevchenko. Seriously, does this man ever age? I could stare at his model photos all day if I could. Oh, shut up. My fiance might see this video. I better take that statement back. I'm sure Sasha and Gleb will be a great team, though, and I wish them the best of luck. I've seen plenty of episodes of Property Brothers to know who Drew Scott is. I love the passion he and his twin brother Jonathan have for shit like that. I really love the fact as well that he's a twin, as is Emma. It's really intriguing. I wonder if they're gonna do a switcheroo on us with him and Jonathan. Who knows? But I think we can expect to see Drew around for a good while. I'm just glad that ABC is putting Emma with someone that can show off more of her strengths as a pro. That win last season is still a surreal dream for me sometimes. Can she pull off another win with Drew? Only time and this competition will tell. Lindsay Sterling and Mark Ballas. Is this really happening?
Oh, it's happening.
Sign me the hell up! Lindsay Sterling is one of the biggest names in the YouTube musician game. She started off on America's Got Talent, where the judges told her that she would never sell out an entire arena. Ha! They were wrong! She's collaborated with artists like John Legend and Pentatonics. Hell, she even got my boy Derek Huff in one of her videos. I noticed something when I was watching her music video called The Arena, and this is what I saw. The way she extends her arms and her flexibility is going to be her strongest advantage in this competition. And we all know Mark and Derek have the same kind of dance style, even though Mark steps up the challenge and adds more crazy in his routines. Wait a minute. We have the king of creativity back. And this is the fall season. You know what that means. Crazy costume antics! With Lindsay at his side this season, the possibilities are endless. Oh my god, I miss you so fucking much, Mark. Welcome home, precious. So that's my thoughts on this season's cast. Right now, it's just a meh feeling with all of them, but I'm sure I'll gradually warm up to them once we get into the premiere. If you ask me who I'm rooting for, honestly, I'm not sure quite just yet. But I have a soft spot for Lindsay and Mark because of their creativity and their passion, so maybe that's the best answer I can say for you guys. So sound off in the comments below. What do you guys think of this season's cast? Who are your favorites so far? Who are you dreading to see? What do you all think of the married couple swap scenario? If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and you want to see more of me in the future, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be alerted when I upload new content. Season 25. It's either going to be legendary or flop. I will see you guys on premiere week. Take care, everybody.